Today's subject is report writing. What is the subject?
Report writing.
Report writing. So, report writing is one of the essential question of the CAPFSC paper 2, where you are supposed to write a report. So for that purpose, we have selected a report writing on Operation Brahma. On Operation Brahma. So what is Operation Brahma? Operation Brahma is basically nicknamed operation for rescue and relief material, which has been provided by our country to Myanmar. Myanmar was recently hit by a earthquake, which was measured 7.7 scale on Richter scale. So what kind of rescue relief material in terms of men and material we have sent to Myanmar from our country, that is named as Operation Brahma. In Hindu mythology, the Brahma is known as the god of creation. The god of creation, according to Hindu belief. We believe in Trinity. Trinity means Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Brahma is considered as the lord of creation. Vishnu is considered as a creation. Vishnu is considered as the creator of growing the Srishti. That is Palanhar. We call it Palanhar. Vishnu is known as Palanhar. And Shiv, Lord Shiva, that is another part of Trinity. That is basically with the destruction. That is, whosoever has come on the earth, he must get vanished. So this is now what we are doing for Operation Brahma. How report is to be written, this is we are about to tell you. So report writing is one of the important component of CAPF AC paper 2. वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिए आप सुमित वर्मा जी. So Myanmar was recently hit by an earthquake 7.7 on Richter scale on Friday. More than 4,000 persons have lost their lives, many missing. Besides that, there was damage to physical infrastructure, and Myanmar is passing currently through a critical phase of civil war. What was the civil war? Aung Suu Kyi, who was the Prime Minister of the Myanmar, she was arrested, jailed, put behind the bar, and military junta took over the power in Myanmar. There was fighting between the Arcanian army, which belonged to Rongias, and the military junta, and the rebel groups are fighting a civil war in the Myanmar. Some of the phases of the civil war are very critical, where rebel groups have proved to be strong, and they have won certain portions or the areas from the Myanmar army also. So now it is considered as a humanitarian crisis because already there is a civil war and earthquake is there. Myanmar is ruled by military junta. So this is second time this earthquake has come. First was in 1912 when Mandalay was hit by a magnitude of 8 Richter scale earthquake. So India believes in the policy of Vasudev Kutumbakam. By Vasudev Kutumbakam, we mean that whole family is one, whole world is one. Therefore, we believe in this principle and we extend our help to the country whichever suffers on account of natural calamities. Prime Minister Modi was the first responder in this hour of grief, and he talked to General Min Aung and promised him HDRAF. By HDRF, I mean to say Human Disaster Response Aid Force in terms of men and material for rescue and relief material. This response by India has been nicknamed as Operation Brahma, the god of creation. So, our Prime Minister Modi first of all spoke to General Aung and promised him that we'll be rendering all possible help in this hour of crisis and grief. So India, otherwise shares a common border with the Myanmar, that is the Manipur, which has got almost 1500 kilometer of border with the Myanmar. Currently, only 8 to 9 kilometer of this border is fenced. Rest of the border needs to be fenced. In view of the critical situation in the Manipur, we have recently decided that Myanmar border along the Manipur will be fenced, and currently this border is manned by Assam Rifles. Currently, this border is manned by Assam Rifle. There were talks of handing over this border to Border Security Force, but somehow it did not materialize. And Assam Rifle comes under the Ministry of Defense, but it reports matters to the Ministry of Home Affairs also. All the officer ranks person who come to Assam Rifle, they are generally from the military. How India has responded in this human aid response force? We have sent 2 aircrafts from Indon Air Base with tent, medicine, solar light, generator sets, sleeping bag, blankets, and we have sent 88 personals of NDRF. By NDRF, I mean to say National Defense Response Force with canine squad. With canine squad means dog squad. One field unit of hospital consisting of 112 men with medical officers, nurses, medicines, operation theatre, tents, nursing assistant from army from Agra dispatched to Myanmar to treat the injured, provide balm to the victims of trauma suffered during and after effects of earthquake. So there is a trauma also. By trauma, I mean to say mental shocks. Even if you are not hurt, there are mental shocks. People may take time to come out of that kind of shock. So our hospital from Agra, that is the army hospital field unit, consisting of almost 112 men, is there, and they are treating the victims of the earthquake in Myanmar. Indian Navy has sent 4 ships containing rice, edible oil, medicines. INS Gadial, Indian naval ship. Gadial has been designed to send the relief material, that is edible oil, rice, oil medicines. INS Gadial is basically designed to carry the tanks during the war. During war, tanks are transported through INS Gadial. Other ships which have been used in this relief material, rescue relief material, is Satpura and Savitri, which have reached Yangon, almost 460 ton of relief material. You can say roughly 500 tons of relief material we have already sent. India has rendered help to Myanmar when it was hit by cyclone Yagi also in the past, and we have rendered help to Turkey during the earthquake, which was also named as Operation Dost. So this is in a nutshell. We have discussed that what all aspects are to be covered in report writing. First of all, we should know what are the facts which are to be written in report writing. Now we'll be discussing what is the pro forma of how to start report writing. How to start the report writing. First of all, on answer sheet, there is a specific space for report writing. Only use that space for report writing. Do not write it anywhere else. There are a report writing question is there. You have to answer it there only. Name, you cannot write your own name. You will have to write XYZ. Place, you cannot write New Delhi, Chandigarh, Guwahati. You will have to write ABC. Time, you cannot write 1000 hours, 1000 hours, or 1015. You will have to write XXX. Roll number, you cannot mention. Therefore, whatever is your roll number is in 4 digit, 5 digit, you can write 4x or 5x. Date, you cannot mention 3rd August 2025. So 03XX 08XX 2025 4x. This is the how we start report writing. Now coming back to what material has to be written, we'll now come back to where I had written that report writing a few days back, and we'll show you that writing also, which I have already circulated in the WhatsApp group, but again we'll be talking on the same subject again. Mhm. So in nutshell, what I want to say that after observing the performa, which we have displayed in the last slide, then you come back to the subject matter, which can be written like this. Okay. It is visible to you. Operation Brahma, you write as a subject matter. Then it is my own language. You can use your own language. 2 days back, Mandalay region of Myanmar suffered earthquake, which was measured as 7.7 on Richter scale. It caused devastation, loss of life, and loss to physical infrastructure. There are 60,000 Indian diaspora currently living in Myanmar. Means 15,000 families are living, roughly multiplied by 4 person in each family. So 60,000 Indian diaspora is living in Myanmar. So otherwise, we are sharing a long border with the Myanmar that is almost 1500 kilometer along the Manipur border. PM Narendra Modi immediately got in touch with General Along and expressed grief on this occasion and promised for aid in terms of man material and rescue effort. India is sending one field hospital from Agra consisting of 118 persons, including doctor, nurses, surgeons, operation theatre, tent, etc. 15 ton of relief material has already been sent. And these two aircrafts are flying from Hindon to Airbase Yangon. 4 ships have already been dispatched from Andaman, Nicobar, and Visakhapatnam containing relief material. Roughly 500 ton of material has been sent to them. 80 personnel of NDRF, that is National Disaster Response Force, with canine squads, that is the dog squads, have been dispatched for rescue and relief material. India believes in the policy of Vasudev Kutumbakam. Whole world is one family, therefore we are always first responder in such calamities. Operation Dost in Turkey and help during Cyclone Yagi in Myanmar are the recent examples of India's first-hand responders in such disasters. This operation is named as Operation Brahma, a god of creation according to Hindu religion. So this is what you have to write in the report in your own words. So now again coming back to what has happened, why this earthquake has happened. Now we'll go through one of the article that why this earthquake has happened. What is the geographical reason for the earthquake and how Myanmar was prepared for this earthquake. That we would like to know. So there have been two earthquakes. One we experienced in 1912 and now we have experienced in 2025. So in almost a period of roughly 112 years, we have experienced two earthquakes in Myanmar. So what is the reason? Question is what is the reason? So slide is visible to you? Screen is visible to you? बोलते क्यों नहीं हो आप?
यस सर।
तो
यस सर।
चलो ठीक है गुड. So Myanmar political instability made it unprepared for the disaster. What does it mean? Means there was political instability, military junta was there, and they were not prepared for this disaster. For that matter, no country is prepared for the disasters. But we have to make sure that our responses after the disaster are so perfect that we are able to mitigate the tragedy. हमारे जो रिस्पॉन्सेज हैं डिजास्टर के बाद वो अच्छे होने चाहिए. अर्थक्वेक के मामले में यू नो दैट वी डोंट हैव साइंटिफिक कैपेबिलिटी टू फाइंड आउट व्हेन द अर्थक्वेक इज कमिंग. साइंस इज स्टिल डिसिफरिंग द रीजंस फॉर द अर्थक्वेक. So now we'll go through this article. Rescue operations are in full swing following the devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake centered in Myanmar, which according to official estimate has claimed more than 1,600 lives. This article is bit back, almost 5 days back it was written by editor. Now almost you can say more than 4,000 persons have lost their life, with death toll rising from hundreds to over 1,000 in just 24 hours, and information continuing to trickle in. Trickle in means information is yet coming. A significantly higher casualty count cannot be ruled out. The number of injured stands at 3,400. The damage to infrastructure has been massive, with large-scale sections of densely populated cities such as Mandalay and Naypyidaw. Naypyidaw is the capital. Naypyidaw is the capital of Myanmar. Naypyidaw left without electricity. Hospitals are overwhelmed and people are camping in the streets. Their home reduced to rubble. Rubble means मिट्टी का ढेर. Rubble का क्या मतलब होता है? Dust. Sand. Myanmar neighbor have responded swiftly. Neighbors means China, India, Thailand, Singapore. They all have come in action. They have responded quite actively, dispatching warships, aircraft loaded with relief material and rescue personnel. India, China, and Thailand. Casualties were reported after a skyscraper that was under construction in Bangkok collapsed, despite being over 1,000 kilometers away from the epicenter. So, epicenter of this earthquake was in Mandalay, that is in Burma. But capital of Thailand, that is Bangkok, which is almost 1,000 kilometers away from the epicenter. There also you must have seen in TV reports that one tall high-rise building came like cards. It scrapped. A skyscraper was under construction in Bangkok, collapsed despite being 1,000 kilometers away from the epicenter, are among the countries that have sent aid. So three countries are prominent in sending the aid: India, China, and Thailand. And next is the Singapore. Indian military aircraft made multiple sorties. Sorties means to go and come back. Means आगरा से चले गए, मंडाले में जाके उतरे, नैपिटाओ में जाके उतरे और फिर वापस आए. That is sortie. Once you fly from your airbase and come back to your airbase, that is known as sortie. One sortie. Into Myanmar over the weekend, ferrying supplies and search and rescue crews to Naypyidaw, the capital, parts of which were devastated by earthquake. Several Chinese rescue teams have also arrived, including one that crossed overland from Yunnan province, according to China embassy in Myanmar. चाइना का लैंड बॉर्डर भी लगता है यूनान प्रोविंस में. चाइनीज ने अपना लैंड बॉर्डर खोल के उनकी हेल्प के लिए भेज दिया. हमारी तरफ से अभी कोई कंफर्मेशन नहीं है इंडिया की तरफ से वेदर वी हैव ओपनड अप मणिपुर बॉर्डर और वेदर वी हैव सेंट एनी एड थ्रू लैंड बॉर्डर, बिकॉज वी हैव a very long border in Saigon province with the Manipur. Myanmar lies in a seismically active region at the convergence of four tectonic plates. अब ये ज्योग्राफिकल क्वेश्चन है, नोट कर लीजिए आप कि म्यांमार जो है कहाँ पर है. एक सीजिमिकली एक्टिव रीजन एट द कन्वर्जेंस ऑफ फोर टेक्टोनिक प्लेट. यूरेशियन, यूरोप और एशिया को जोड़ती है वो है. इंडियन, सुंडा एंड बर्मा माइक्रोप्लेट. द कांस्टेंट शिफ्टिंग एंड कोलिजन ऑफ दीज प्लेट्स are responsible for most earthquakes in the region. Quakes of the magnitude witnessed on Friday are not uncommon. The Sagyang fault. This is the Sagyang fault line, due to which earthquake has come, which is one of the Myanmar's most active, has produced 6 to 8 earthquakes of similar intensity since 1900, according to the United States Geological Survey. Myanmar quake brings back memories of the 7.8 magnitude quake in Turkey and Syria in 2023. यहाँ से अब हमें याद आ गया कि पहले टर्की और सीरिया में भी 2023 में भूकंप आए थे, जिसके कारण लगभग 55,000 पीपल लॉस्ट देयर लाइफ. while accurately predicting the timing, location, and intensity of earthquake remains beyond current scientific capability. According to scientists, we cannot predict where, on what time, what location this kind of earthquake is coming. Probabilities can be estimated, and it is possible to strengthen existing infrastructure to withstand seismic events. जो हमारा हाई राइज बिल्डिंग है उसको हम इतना मजबूत बनाएं कि वो 7 स्केल का 7.5 स्केल का झटका सहन कर जाए. दैट इज द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द डे. Myanmar's political instability since the coup in 2021 has diverted attention from essential governance issues such as enforcing building codes. वो कहता है म्यांमार में कू हो गई थी, मैंने पहले ही बताया. आंग सू की को जेल में डाल दिया था. आंग सू की वाज द नोबेल पीस प्राइज विनर. सो शी इज इन जेल, currently in jail, not being released. Military junta commanding the Myanmar, they are in close ties with the China, so they could not enforce the building codes. While the current damage is irreversible, this damage cannot be reversed, and recovery will take months. Existing ceasefire offers an opportunity to push for political stability. What is the ceasefire here means? The ceasefire between the military junta and the Rongia's army or the rebel groups. They have declared a ceasefire that we will not fight currently. First of all, we'll go for the development activities or for recreating the resources by which the victims of the earthquake can come and stay put. This can foster investment. Foster investment means now people can come and invest, attract expertise, ensure better regulatory enforcement, critical steps in protecting the country against future disasters. So, what happened in 2021? We have made it clear. Military junta came to power. General Ong is in power. So he is being helped by China, Singapore, Thailand. All these countries have come to help. But now it is high time for them to go in for development activities and to mitigate the harassment suffered by the people of Myanmar during this earthquake. So this is what I wanted to say that you should write in your report. Any questions from your side? Questions? कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो फिर बंद करते हैं इसको. जय हिंद. थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir.
जय हिंद.